It is a pleasure to have all of you here to witness the official launch of our mobile post office. My team and I are very glad to be able to return postal services to your community. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you very much. And not only your community, but many others like yours right across the length and breadth of Jamaica.
You would have heard earlier the #1 parish, and every time I say that I get in trouble. So, okay, CEO, the parish of many first. We were the first one to discover Columbus when he came here. We have the first national hero. I think then it is fitting that when you are rolling out this, that you should come to the parish of many first. And here we are in St. Ann once more with another first, the first mobile post office. So the parish of many first. Them can't stop. The facts speak for itself. It is there. So the parish of many first.
Agency. The postal agency represents one of the oldest means of communication in our history. Gone were the days when, as a child, I can remember we used to see that little red van passing through with the words Royal Mail written on its side. Those were the days. This van would take mail to the central points of the island to be distributed. The mobile postal agency, which is being launched today, somehow reminds me of those days. But more importantly, it symbolizes an integrated approach to ensuring that a service which is critical to pensioners, senior citizens, and to economic development through the movement of mails and packages is being brought to the communities, and in particular, Steertown, and they stand to benefit from the introduction of the mobile postal agency. It is important that as we seek to grow our economy and as we seek to improve on our services, that all persons are taken into consideration and that nobody should be left behind. Instead, everybody should benefit from the available resources and simultaneously be made to feel a part of the process of change and development. The mobile postal agency is one such service which will ensure that our poor and vulnerable, such as our pensioners, will have an easier access to getting their mails. It will ensure that packages and parcels will get to them, to their doors, without much dislocation. And it is good for persons who live in these areas. They'll get their mails and their parcels with very little hassle. In our contemporary society, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree that we are into high technology. Everything is digitized. A lot of our communication is done through social media, internet, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The email is a very popular means of communication, and not to mention WhatsApp. Everybody has that on their telephone. Importantly, though, in all of this is a recognition that not all our citizens have access to this modern approach of communication. Not all our citizens can afford the new high-tech equipment, and not all our citizens are willing to latch on to the new methods. I myself am not willing to latch on to some. We have recognized that a need exists for those citizens, and it is important that those needs are met.
The Postal Service has enjoyed a rich and vibrant history in this country. The minister spoke about that little red van that used to traverse the country. I might not be as young to appreciate that red van, notwithstanding that it is something that I can appreciate because of the level of service that it delivered to the many communities within this country. Jamaica became the first British colony to have a post office way back in 1671. And I am sure that is before all of us here. Since then, the sector has evolved considerably and now boasts a network of 283 post offices and 267 postal agencies across the island. I am pleased to see that these days the role of the postal service is not just limited to sending and receiving mail, but the department has diversified its offerings over the years to include bill payment and internet cafe services, and again, Minister, part and NIS payments.